Hey guys, welcome to episode 40 of my climbing journey. Let's jump right into boulder 16 and see if I can send it while I'm fresh. I fall on the second to last move yet again. I try starting from the drop knee, but then fall off on the next move. I decide to try an early foot swap instead of the drop knee, and it works out. I fail the second to last move again, so I focus on that. I fall on that move 4 times in a row. This session was filmed the day after the previous one, so I probably wasn't recovered. There are a few new climbs in the gym, so I decided to give them a try. I start with this blue V1. Most of the holds are generous jugs, and then the last 2 holds are really flat and surprisingly hard to hold. The last foothold also looks like a hot dog bun or a fingerboard edge. Then I move on to this red V1. It has oddly shaped holds with generous in-cut edges. Then I move on to this pink V2. It's honestly just a bunch of jugs and a ladder. I move on to this orange V2. It has a bunch of slopers. My hands got really sweaty, and I didn't feel comfortable moving from this hold. Maybe I should start taking my chalk bag on climbs. I get to the last hold, and then try to figure out a stable position for the match. The left foothold was a bit too far, and I couldn't maintain tension. Then I try to foot swap and get my right foot high on the volume, but I end up falling. This time, I get my left foot onto a higher hold, and I'm able to get the match. This was a tough V2, but I really enjoyed working through it. I move on to this blue V3. It has a weird start on this volume, but all of the holds are good. I move on to this yellow V3. It has a bunch of jugs in the beginning, a couple of crimps in the middle, and then more jugs at the end. I think about getting my left hip into the wall, but decide to go for a heel hook instead. It takes me a while because for some reason, I decided to heel hook the crimp I was holding instead of the jug right next to it. I move on to this green V3. It's all jugs, but there's this big move across the volume that made me not even want to try it. At first, I thought you had to be tall enough to do a split. Then, I thought about smearing, but I couldn't figure out what to do with my right hand. And then I saw someone do it, and I felt incredibly dumb. At the end, you have to bump your left hand up the arete, and then step up. I chose to step up with my left foot, but I think the right foot is a better choice. I move on to this pink V4. I forgot to take a video of the holds, but they're the exact same holds as on boulder 16. They're pretty deep crimps. I thought I could reach the last hold from down here, but I had to reevaluate and get my left foot up. I almost mess up this foot swap because my left hip was still into the wall and I was on my outside edge. My right foot actually pops off because of the foot swap. I move on to this purple V4. The holds are fairly flat and a little slopey, except for the last two, which are jugs. I couldn't figure out this move. The hold felt so far away. This time, I try to do it dynamically, but I can't even touch the hold. I try a few more times just to make sure I can't just jump for it. I try to drop knee, but that doesn't help at all. So then I try jumping a couple more times. Finally, I realize that I can get my weight out to the right and then step up and mantle to the next hold. This is definitely one of the coolest moves that I've done so far. Then, I get stuck trying to get to the final holds. This time, I try to get my left foot onto the foothold first, but I can't reach it. I turn my left hip into the wall and stand up, and I'm barely able to reach the last hold. I have no idea how you would do this if you were shorter. I move on to this red V4. The first few holds are slopey and carrot shaped. Then, you have a couple of generous crimps. The last two holds are tiny crimps that felt like nothing. I tried to get my right foot high and see if I could skip part of this boulder, but it doesn't work out. I get into this really awkward position in the corner where I have to figure out a way to turn around. I try to get a high right foot and skip to the last hold, but it's barely out of reach. I end up having to traverse to the left and grab onto the tiny crimp. Luckily, the feet are very good. Thankfully, I'm able to get to the last hold and match. That was a tough boulder, and I was on it for a really long time, but I'm glad that I sent it. That's going to be the end of today's session. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!